and welcome to OpenConf 2023 interviews. It's my pleasure today to welcome Kyriaki Minoglou. Hello, Kiki.
Hi. Good to be
Hi.
here.
So I'm very excited to have this interview with you because I have to mention that it's the first time that I'm interviewing a Greek woman and such a professional and expert in her area. And today with you and today you will share with us your background, some things about your life, some things about your speech, so that we can get to know you a little bit before your speech in OpenConf 2023. So just to start with, you want to say something? Sorry.
No, I want to say that I'm happy to be here. I'm also happy to have this small chat with you, which will be in English and not in Greek. So
Not in Greek, yeah. So just starting, you are the head of the Optoelectronics section at the European Space Agency, and you are managing the technical contribution to ESA technology developments for the Earth observation and science missions. Can you tell us a little bit of yourself and about this career that you are prominent?
yeah, sure. Okay, I'll try to keep it short because I'm an electrical engineer. I studied electrical engineering in Greece, and then I continued my master and my PhD in Greece. And after that, I went to Belgium for a few years, and then I went to ESA. So we are located in Netherlands, close to Amsterdam. And then I started as an expert in optoelectronics, so in detectors. And then I moved. I became the manager. So now I'm having this big team of experts. I'm very happy to be there. It's very exciting, and we do very nice, cool stuff in technology. So new technologies, not only for quantum that I'm going to discuss about, but in general optoelectronics or lasers, detectors, lidars, everything. But also we support the missions, so a lot of space missions. That some of those are well known, like the Copernicus, so for Earth observation. Some others are well known for science. Some others for telecommunications. So it's quite nice.
And can you give us an advice to a young person that would like to follow a similar career path as yours?
Uh, well, that's not easy because in the end, just follow what you think that you like at the moment of your life. So you study what you like, and then you do it with passion. Then you do a PhD if you want. There are people who don't do a PhD. It's not a path that you know from the beginning what to do. It's just believe in yourself, try, and then when you see an opportunity, grab it, and just don't put yourself down by saying I will not be able to make it. Just try.
And was that your goal to go to the European Space Agency, or it came your way?
Yeah, the second one. No, it was never my goal because it never crossed my mind. I think back then when I was studying, I didn't even have a clue about the European Space Agency. I only learned while I was doing even my master, not even my PhD. And that was when I visited first time ESA in 2004. And I didn't even think that I could ever work there. So whenever the first time that I had the opportunity, and of course I had the background of the career, it was at the right point in time that I could apply. So I had some background, I have some experience. Then I just applied, and of course things
So you
worked
you
out.
you grabbed the opportunity, and this is your advice.
Yes, I mean, of course, work for that. It's not just an opportunistic advice. It's more like do the work, be prepared, and then don't be afraid and grab the
Don't be
opportunity.
afraid.
Yeah.
So you're a woman in STEM, okay? Do you believe that more women are needed in this field? And do you think now that more women are now interested today, or do they feel reluctant to get into STEM fields?
Yeah, I think definitely things have changed. There are more women, more young professionals interested in applying or to follow a career there. But it's true that we're not there yet. We don't have many women in the engineering disciplines and in STEM and in ESA. However, we also have to see that and admit that there is a trend from many companies and entities to change this. So they are promoting and they are trying to make the effort a decent effort, I have to say, from their side, and also I think from the side of us, from the women, from the young ladies. I think that it becomes more and more prominent that yes, now they're more determined to do the step and to come more. So I'm very positive on that and optimistic, but we're not there yet.
Not there yet. So while we were okay for every year in OpenConf, we are trying and strive to have more women participating in the conference, women speaking in a technological conference as OpenConf. But we see that there is a reluctancy of women stepping forward and delivering technical speeches. uh, how do you think that there are some ideas how can we achieve at the end greater diversity and participation for women in all technological conferences?
Yeah, well, this is a more general, I think, topic. It has to do a lot with the bias that we all have somehow inside, and it's not only the bias how other people see the woman; it's also how the women we see ourselves. So it can be that we have this self confidence that it's not at the level that it should be, because we think that we need to do this extra mile that is missing, and then we cannot do it, which is not true. So. But overall, I think for the conferences and for presentations and scientific events, the women are quite. I see more and more being there and doing some excellent talks. It's not
Mhm.
as men, of course. I mean, we should not make the difference because.
No, no, no. We're just trying to. I believe that there are many like you, great professionals. Okay, that they should talk about their achievements, and they're not doing it as much as men is doing. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's true that we and men and women we have different profiles, and it's kind of normal. We should not also it's a benefit. I mean,
It's a
people are
benefit.
not the same,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a quality also to be different. It's not something that we should be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to use that and trying to do some mentorship also and talking to each other and have strong communities and try
Mm-hmm.
to have a role model. I think that will help
That will
and to
help.
really show that it is possible. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a big deal. It's
Yeah. Exactly. You started in academia, so you were a researcher. And how important it is for the academics research to innovation? And do you think that it is what do you think is next in quantum technology?
yeah. Well, okay, of course, for academia, yes, it is important. The innovation is important to be eager to learn new things, the knowledge, sharing knowledge, creating new knowledge, and dissemination of knowledge, all those things. But again, I mean, academia, it can also have different forms. It can be about teaching, it can be about being in your corner and not sharing anything. And so, even there, it's different how you see it. Now, for the different technological areas, talking about the quantum is anyway a very attracting topic in the last years. And quantum technologies, they cover a lot of applications, different applications. So you can talk about quantum technologies for optical communications or secure communications, which I think is also one of
Mhm.
the main topics of the conference. But it can be also for Earth observation, or it can be also so for sensing, basic sensing, making sensors, or it can be quantum computing, or it can be quantum internet. Again, very attractive terms. So the future and the innovation is difficult to predict, but because the quantum computer is not something, for example, that we will have it tomorrow, but it will come. So for sure, that will come at one point. So many things will come. It's such a broad technological term that the quantum that I could talk for far more than this interview. So I'll keep it for the questions after my lecture.
Okay. So, but this is the topic that you will be delivering, okay? Quantum technologies in European Space Agency. So, can you give us a short insight of the topic that you will be presenting, but not too much, so that
Yeah.
we are okay
Yeah.
wanting more?
Yeah. So look, I will try to give an overview of what, first of all, what is ISA, because I
Yeah.
don't think that many people know exactly what is ISA. So I think it's worth spending some time a little bit to explain what is ISA, what we do, why we do the thing we do, what's our mission, and then what do we cover, which technologies we cover, and then I will talk about, of course, quantum, and then how quantum is useful for space applications,
Mhm.
with some concrete examples like missions or like specific components that they have been developed, or what we do in specific areas, without many physics and without equation. I promise.
Yeah, that's great. So we're happy to have you, Kiki, and to welcome you in OpenConf 2023. So OpenConf 2023 is in at 11 and 10 November of 2023 at University of West Attica. So please join us and hear many professionals like Kiki delivering so interesting topics like quantum technology. And you can grab your tickets that are available into the links in OpenConf social media. So thank you again, Kiki, for your for this interview, and we are very pleased to have you.
Thank you. I'm very much looking forward. I'm very excited to be there. It will be my first time, and I'm very, very happy to